Hello, Blinkers. Welcome to Blink Now to get more amazing videos. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Today we are going to talk about the origin of Conjuring Universe. Every studio wants its own shared movie universe, but building the next Marvel Cinematic Universe is no simple task. It seems like the only other studio to really figure it out so far is New Line. Thanks to the Conjuring franchise, Warner Brothers Pictures has just dropped a new behind-the-scenes featurette for their upcoming horror spin-off, The Nun, which heads into cinemas in September. Evil has taken over in the terrifying next chapter of the Conjuring Universe, The Nun. This featurette explores the timeline of the Conjuring Universe, and The Nun as the genesis of its greatest evil. One of the things that occurred to all of us early on is, they have a superhero universe, why can't we do that in the horror world? Wan says in the featurette, when we were making the first Conjuring, it became very apparent to us that there could be a bigger universe. Watch the video to find out the full story, where James Wan explains where the idea came from. Based on a story from James Wan, chief architect of the Conjuring franchise, The Nun will be the chronological start point for the entire shared universe, telling an origin story of sorts for a recurring villain, the ghoulish nun, Vilak. Having made appearances in both The Conjuring 2 and Annabelle, Creation, Vilak's title feature is sure to flesh out some of the religious mythology underpinning these movies as a whole, as well as possibly kicking off a third series of films for the canon. Here's the connective tissue that sets up The Nun. The Conjuring Universe is a series of horror films centered around or connected to the exploits of real-life paranormal investigators, Ed and Lorraine Warren. Technically, that makes these movies inspired by true events, though many would obviously dispute the authenticity of those cases. Telling the origin of Annabelle, the universe's primo villain and doll possessor, Annabelle, Creation operates mostly independently of the rest of the films. Paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren don't get directly involved with the doll until 1971, 4 years after the end of Annabelle, and the religious aspect is dialed back to general demonism and the occult. The post-credits scene then sees Vilak walk down a candlelit tunnel in the Romanian monastery with the candles extinguishing as she moves past them. In 1971, paranormal investigators and demonologists, Lorraine and Ed Warren are summoned to the home of Carolyn and Roger Perrin. The Perrins and their 5 daughters have recently moved into a secluded farmhouse, where a supernatural presence has made itself known. Though the manifestations are relatively benign at first, events soon escalate in horrifying fashion, especially after the Warrens discover the house's macabre history. For many fans, The Nun will be most recognizable as the nightmarish specter at the core of The Conjuring 2. In the sequel, the Warrens are working with a troubled English family who are haunted by some form of possession. The Warrens' efforts to assist are limited before Lorraine realizes Vilak has been blocking her power to detect and diagnose possessions, a revelation that allows them to save the family and condemn Vilak to hell, solving the case and adding another item to their growing collection of demonic trinkets and objects.
No. Now, hold you. Let me on that. No, give me. No, the wrong person.
When a young nun at a cloistered abbey in Romania takes her own life, a priest with a haunted past and a novitiate on the threshold of her final vows are sent by the Vatican to investigate. Together they uncover the order's unholy secret, risking not only their lives but their faith and their very souls. They confront a malevolent force in the form of the same demonic nun that first terrorized audiences in The Conjuring 2, as the abbey becomes a horrific battleground between the living and the damned. However, The Nun will be most recognizable by its appearance in The Conjuring 2 when Lorraine realizes Vilak has been blocking her power to detect and diagnose possessions. This revelation allows her to condemn Vilak to hell to solve the case. So although audiences know how The Nun's story ends, they're about to find out how it starts. The Nun, which opens in theaters on September 6, 2018. That's it for this video, hope you enjoy it and If you did, then please give it a thumbs up or leave a comment below. Hope to see you back soon for more. See you next time on Blink Now.